everybody, and welcome to the premiere episode of Kick. I am your co-host, Crystal.
And I'm Nay, and thank you guys for joining us. You name it, we discuss it, we cover it all.
Today's topic is going to be, is chivalry dead, or are our standards too high?
And joining us today for our discussion, we have Gayatri, married mother of 2. And we have Mo, a single mother of 1. And we have Lori, a married but separated mother of 1.
Alright guys, let's just put it out there on the table. Is chivalry dead?
Yes. What? Oh, why?
Yes.
The first answer.
It's fine.
But yes, it is.
Yes. Why is chivalry dead? First of all, what is chivalry, and why do you think that it's dead?
Chivalry is this lost notion that a man does everything for a woman, and that, not really common courtesy, but it basically shows a woman that she's special, that, oh, well, here, let me get the door for you, or here, let me pull your chair out for you, or just all kinds of things. But
I think they just have a different way of showing you're special these days.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not pulling out chairs anymore. They're not opening doors.
No, but I feel like that is also, it's not just, men being responsible for that, but I also think it has something to do with the feminist movement. The fact that, women decided, this isn't the 50s or the 30s anymore. Like, we're taking over, we're going to do for ourselves, this, that, and the other. But also, I feel like chivalry isn't being taught to men or boys like it used to be. Very rarely do you see it being taught. Like, for my son, I'm going to teach him that, and actually probably for your sons, you're going to teach them certain things. No, okay.
No, I won't.
For my son, I can only speak for him, but where I'm from in Alabama is, chivalry is still somewhere around there, hiding under a rock. And, we always teach our kids, open the doors, say thank you, pull the chair out, this, that, and the other. Maybe not as strongly, but,
Well, I think it's like we live in this whole Netflix and chill generation where guys just don't want to date anymore. They want to come over, lay up, shack up, and that's it. Whatever happens to a guy like, hey, let's go out and get a drink, let's go to dinner. Like, what?
Everything is so easy now. Everything is easy
accessible.
Now. Yes, very accessible. But I say back, I think you, like being from Alabama, I agree, down in the country, it still exists.
Yeah.
It does. A lot of people, like our grandparents or whatever, how they grew up, they taught our parents that. And our parents, they didn't teach us that.
Right.
But by you growing up, it sticks with some people, and it doesn't stick with some people. So I can understand why you say that you would teach your son that, because that's what you're used to. You're a native of Alabama.
Right.
You
I am not a New Yorker.
You're not a city girl. You're right.
I am not a city girl.
You're not a city girl, so I can understand why you say that. But definitely, I do think it's dead. Men these days do not do that for women. Women don't expect that.
Yeah.
I really don't think women don't.
Most
women.
That's exactly why I said.
That's why most women don't expect that. Where you have few.
I expect
that.
I don't
because I
expect
come from a family that has respect, and they also do the same thing. So.
I also think it's a lot how a lot of people, like, you have both parents in the home, and you see how your dad treats your mom.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that he does certain nice things that now you want your guy to do the same thing that your dad is doing for your mom. So I can understand that. Mo, she has both parents in her home, and I can understand why she would want that. That's what she knows. You're not an only child. Basically, she's the only child. She's the only child. So she grew up, this is how she grew up seeing that. So.
Yeah.
But what part do we as women, because I feel like I'm always told, even by my friend here, I'm always told that my standards are too high.
Yes, sir.
You want too much.
But
I feel like
it is
because I want somebody else. I thought I was the only one.
No,
But
it is. But I don't.
You
What you want out of a relationship and what you want out of a
you're not getting it.
But I don't. When I
and
don't
that's-
mean physical. I mean, if you just meet me and you want to get to know me, it's not too much for me to say, like, why call me and come and take me out.
Relationships
That's
nowadays
not too much
is
to
about
ask.
compromise.
Yes,
You-
because
But I just met you
have-
though.
No, you can't. But that's what, you know, it's like a man. Men are not gonna read your mind. Like, oh, does she want me to call her now? I think she wants me to call her. Men can't read our minds. Unfortunately, being with somebody for 6 years, you literally gotta write it out for them. And you.
Well, because
you-
that's a long-term thing. But if I meet a guy and you're trying to get to know me, I'm not wrong to expect you to call me and
exactly.
take me
You
on
said
a date.
you want him to get to know you too.
Yeah.
So.
Not like, oh, can I come over to your house and chill on your couch? No. Call me, come pick me up, let's go have dinner, let's go to a movie, take me out. Sitting on my couch with a bottle of liquor is not a date.
Let me tell you
Financially is the
something.
best.
yes.
Right. And that's not
Financially is the
yes.
You just met me.
But let me tell you how
it will come. It's not
Yeah.
gonna all happen.
it's not gonna happen how you want it. You meet him on a Monday or Wednesday, they're not calling you till Friday. Listen, where are you at? What are you doing tonight? I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be at club so and so. All right, you gonna meet me there? That's how it works
Yeah.
these days. That's how it works.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. That's how it works.
So what role do we as women play in that? Because I feel like as a woman, we let them get away with Netflix and chill. So they
No.
keep doing it.
You
No, that's
have
when-
to
so
move
now-
with the times. You have to move
That's
with the
right.
times.
That's what
Like
you're stuck.
You're looking. You know, when we were younger,
1950s.
no,
Call
it's
no
like
names.
back in the day. You know, back in the day there was dating. You know, or there was
Right.
Let me take you.
Courting.
I was thinking that word, but I didn't want to say it.
Yes.
There was, you
I
know,
got
let's
it,
go hang
actually.
out, let's go on a date, let's get to know each other. You're potentially gonna be my husband, you're potentially gonna be my wife. Now it's all about like everything is new, you know. It's not. It's you just have to move with the times, unfortunately, and we are getting older.
Yeah.
We have to move with it.
Right.
We can't be like our parents. They get stuck.
Yeah.
You see how our parents
You-
get.
Yeah, you see how your parents and your grandparents were. They had their husband, and I don't care if their husband went out there and had another family. Your mom was still going to be
Right.
there.
Yes.
Or your grandmother was still going to be there.
True.
She still. I don't care if he didn't come home and he's just coming home
She's
at
alone
when
with it.
breakfast was done.
Right.
Those homemade biscuits are still gonna be
Mhm.
made.
Yes, girl.
Like-
Biscuits. Cheese.
But it's not like that these days. You gotta move with the times. As Gayatri said, you have to move with the times, and that's how it is these days. Nobody is dating. Meet me here. You just met me. Meet me here. They don't have to come to your house. Okay, well meet me here.
Well,
I'm
let me
going here. Me and
clarify.
my girls is going here. Meet me
That's
here.
fine. That's fine. But I think when I say date, I don't mean old-fashioned courtship. Come meet my daddy. I don't mean that. When I say date, I simply mean the first time that you and I hang out, when we first meet, where we meet, it should not be, yo, I'm coming through, and we in my house with a bottle.
But that's who you're meeting though. Who are you
Yeah,
meeting?
that also goes
Like
to
if
the fact
you
that-
meet somebody and you know right off the bat that person the next couple of days he's gonna call you, yo, I'm around your neighborhood, can I come over and chill?
Right,
If you,
that's not- right.
click? No,
Right,
you
right.
just get that right away. Cause you know
Right.
you're young, you know, as much as people want to say women shouldn't do it, but you know what, you put yourself out there.
Yeah,
You, in order for you to be with that person, you want to be with that person. You can't just meet one person and like just settle. You have to put. It's gonna sound thoughtish. It's gonna sound slut, but you just put yourself out there. You date. You have fun. You do whatever you want, but you have to. Just like a man needs to fill himself out to be with the right woman.
Yeah,
So a
that's what I'm
woman, you
saying.
can't. Yeah.
Right. So
Back in the day, that was like taboo. You can't. You know, the first person the first. My mom and dad. My dad is the first man my mom's ever dated. She never dated, basically. She's ever been with. She's ever known. My dad. That's them. Now,
we have options.
yeah.
We have options.
That also, my dad is the second person. So,
That your mom ever did. That
Yes.
was okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to dating. I mean, I'm not opposed to options and exploring. I just like to be treated a certain way, and I don't think expecting you to take me out, or for not even take me, but for us to go out somewhere as opposed to sitting on my couch every time we see each other is asking too much.
I mean,
No, it's not every time.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not every time you see each other, but you're gonna probably get that more.
Right, when we get more comfortable and we like, okay, now we're kind of like a thing. Yeah, we're not gonna always be out every night. Come over, chill. Let's just have dinner, eat in the house, watch a movie. That's fine, but let's get there first. Like I have had dudes that I was talking to for like 2 or 3 weeks trying to shack up with me. Sorry, you don't even know me. You don't even know me.
Like living?
Like trying to move in my apartment. They see
Like,
me
I'm
like
just like, what?
they see me like, okay, you're a single woman.
Hey boo, I love you.
have your
move in.
You have your own
Hey,
place.
girl, sitting like that.
You have your own place. You have your own car. You don't have no kids. Yes, we do exist. Black women with no kids. We do exist. But it's like they look at that and they're like, oh, they literally. If I let them move in, they would do it. And then I get called old fashioned because no. You cannot move in with me after 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
No, that's understandable.
That's understandable. That's not old fashioned. He was just crazy.
Well, he was crazy.
Right.
Yeah, that's not old fashioned. But as far as standards,
Are they too high, or should we even have
You
standards?
should have them.
you can have standards, but come on, you make them realistic.
bar.
Yeah,
you gotta
they have to be realistic
level.
with the time.
What are your standards?
What?
Why are you fixing your face? I see you.
I said what? I said what? You answered. What happened?
So what are your standards?
My standards as far as
Just like a couple.
really.
Because you have a list.
A good job. No
Okay.
kids.
Well, okay.
Let's go.
I would prefer no kids. However,
No shaving bumps. Okay.
wait.
She be
Gotta be, she be like, I'm like, what the hell? Because she told me
detail like
these, and I'm
that.
like, what the hell?
Okay.
Like what?
My preference would be
Right.
my preference is a guy with no kids. However, I realize that because of the age that I'm at, I'm in my 30s. Any guy that I meet is probably going to have kids, so I can work with the kids. I'm not opposed to kids. You have to be doing something with your life. You don't have to be rich. You don't gotta be a CEO.
You
But
gotta
you
have
have to have a job. You have to go to work every damn day. You cannot be some bum ass living off of me. That's not going to happen. You have to have goals or ambition or want to do something with your life besides hug the block all day. You have to do something with yourself. You have to see a future,
But-
a goal. Like I have goals in my life, things that I want to accomplish. And you
Yeah.
have
So
to want the
sometimes,
same.
understood. Those are great standards. But sometimes that guy on the block that you're avoiding,
He has
He
both.
still
right?
wants
He
to
just
be
because you see him on the
either.
block, he just might need that push.
Right.
But you're passing him up. You might be passing your future husband up because he's on the block and he doesn't meet your so-called standards, which you don't know his standards because you're just judging him because he's on the block every
Right.
time you see him.
Right.
You might be passing him up and don't even know it.
About the whole standards thing. Like, you've known me for a very long time. So before I got married, like what, 6 years ago, I had high standards. I wanted to meet a guy tall. I wanted to meet a guy light skinned.
You probably got the total opposite.
Yes, I did.
Good. That's how
Tall,
it
light
is.
skin. I wanted him to have like a fancy car because I didn't have a license at the time. So I wanted to be driven around. I wanted to be chauffeured.
Oh,
I wanted a guy with no kids. I wanted a guy with a great job. I love my husband, but he's tall. He's dark skinned. He has no kids. When I met him the first time, he was unemployed. And I'm not saying our marriage is perfect or whatever, but I could never see myself with anybody else but this guy. Never. Not in a million years or anything. Because this just, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, you have standards, but you know, when you meet somebody, it just changes.
It could be
Yeah.
the
And that
opposite.
person may help you see, that person you're with help you see what you're supposed to be with, what you're supposed to, want to be with.
Exactly.
So I'm not saying that you're wrong for having standards, but you also need to learn how to compromise.
Correct.
Compromise, but I just don't want to settle.
No, you're not
Compromise
settling.
is
You're not
settling.
settling. You're not settling. You're just changing.
Exactly.
I want a guy who's 6 feet. Okay, he's 5'7". I'll take it.
Well, wait, I'm 5'8". Wait,
I'm just saying. Okay, so like 5'10".
I feel you. I got you.
So that you're just changing.
I see
You're
what
not
you're
settling.
It goes back to, how you approach people, how you approach new people that you haven't met yet. I mean, just going out in general, let's say, okay, Taj or some whatever club, ABC club at 6 o'clock Friday evening. That's not seniors night.
That was terrible.
You're gonna have a plethora of people, just various guys. And okay, maybe like 5 of the 10 guys have on suits or they dressed up nice. And the other 5 come in, and they, dress down or whatever. They got on whatever jeans and whatever Jordans. I don't know.
That's fine. I like Jordans.
I don't know.
I like
I'm not
using
hip.
Jordans.
But I mean, it's just how you approach, a guy that might not look like, what you deem as your standard. Because a guy that's in a suit or that's dressed up with a tie on could be
Your
a
worst nightmare.
horrible,
I know.
Your
crazy
worst nightmare.
Yeah.
person versus, you know, a sweetheart that's in, you know, coochie.
Sometimes you know what it is. I wouldn't say this before I was married. I probably wouldn't even say any of this when I was dating around. Oh, that sounded wrong.
Exploring my options.
Exploring your options.
But you know, it's sometimes when you meet that person and they don't have the qualities and the standards you want in that person, but then you guys get together, you build on it. It makes you stronger as a relationship, and it makes you stronger for each other. You know, you meet that person and you want to help him, not help him, but you guys want to work on the same, you might not have the same goals, or it could be the same goals, but then you both can work on it and build on it. Like, I don't know if you guys have, like, you know,
like, okay, so here are your strengths, here are my strengths,
Let's
here are
put it
your
together.
weaknesses, here's my weaknesses. Okay, I can help you in this area, and you can help me in this area. Let's work together, and we'll both be where we both think that we should be, you know, in a matter of time.
Exactly. Some women are actually
Compromise.
looking for a pre-packaged man. They want him to come already with this certain things, or they already want him to come with certain characteristics, certain things. They want a man already done and prepared, well done, like a chicken, well done,
A chicken?
well done.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
that's not gonna
Good
be because he's a
example.
millionaire.
Good example.
Yeah, you can't. Yes, they're not gonna
Even
be
if
well
he's a
done.
millionaire. What?
I mean, unless, what I was trying to say is, unless there was like a sperm bank for the perfect man, and you can mail order him.
I don't want the perfect man. There's no such thing as perfect.
I mean, not perfect, but
No,
good
but
for
you're
you. Good for
perfect.
you.
Yeah, you're
It's
perfect.
different
You
for
having certain,
And I have no problem. I'm a very loyal person. I have no problem sticking by someone when they're up and when they're down. That doesn't bother me. If I meet you when you're up and you get down, I'm not going to leave you. But you have to be.
She's a ride or die chick.
I am.
my God.
But I have to.
But what if you meet them when they're down?
If you're down, but you're working towards something, I can work with you. If you're just being a bum just for the sake of being a
But
bum,
if you have to
then no.
help that person because they're lost, they're depressed, and they need that push, are you willing to be down and help them?
I don't have a problem helping someone who's trying to help themselves. But what I'm not going to do is be a grown man's mother. So if you're down and I see that I can be helpful to you, I think in general guys kind of like women who kind of, you know, we kind of have to help them with, like, you know, they like stuff like that. I don't mind doing that. I'm kind of, what's the word, nurturing or domestic. I don't mind stuff like that.
But that's where the mother part comes in that you mentioned.
Right.
But
If you don't want to be their mom, but
I don't wanna be their
in a
mom.
weird way, you kind of have to, because we're raising sons.
And right.
You know,
and
we're raising sons. You want to teach your son to
a certain
one.
direction to go into.
Yeah, like you want them to like women, because we are women ourselves. We went through a hard time dating. We went through a hard time when we were married. We went through a lot of crap with men, you know, and especially when you're raising sons, you want to be able to teach them to respect women. Like, I wanted to actually bring something back early because you mentioned something, you want to teach, you know, your son, I don't want to say, you want to teach your son to respect women, to pull out chairs, to open doors. Like, and I said I won't. I mean, I'll teach him to respect
Certain things.
women.
Right.
But me, I didn't want a chair pulled out for me. I don't want a door open for me, because you know what? I was an independent person, and I still am. And I'm not saying that you pulling out a chair or anything like that is gonna like reduce my independency or anything. It's just I can do it for myself. I don't need you to do it for me.
Right.
Okay? You're taking away something from me by you doing that, and I can do things on my own.
Right.
So I'm gonna teach my kids to respect women, to honor women, but don't treat them as an equal.
Exactly.
Treat them
Because
as an
women
equal.
can think for themselves.
But
Well, it'd be nice to you.
nowadays, a lot of women don't appreciate that. They're like, what the?
I mean, I feel
like they don't appreciate that.
To me, I think it's more like separate but equal. Like, you're a man, you bring this to the table. I'm the woman, I bring something totally different to the table. But when we put it together, we have this thing that works. I'm not a man. I don't want to be a man. I'm not trying to be a man. If I have to be the man and woman, I don't need you.
No,
Okay?
I
So
totally
I
agree.
want you to be the man. That doesn't mean that I'm not equal to you, but I bring something different to the table as a woman than you do as being my man.
If you and him can balance each other out emotionally, financially, physically, if you can balance each other out with one saying, okay, did you pay cable today? Did you pay rent today? Like, you need to be able to be on that same level with that person. Aside from standards. You know?
I think that the problem with a lot of women, including myself, is we have gotten so accustomed to giving all these guys a chance. Like, I'll work with you, let me hold him down, let me give him a chance, and then you end up getting screwed over so much for trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt that after a while you reach a point like, okay, listen, you know what? No, I want this, and this. Because when I tried to work with your ass, you fucked me over. So you reach a point where you just get sick of settling. I'm not settling for nothing no more. And I think that's a lot of the issue too, with our standards get to that point.
And that makes us bitter, and we can't be bitter. We've got to give these guys a chance because they're also giving us a chance. We might not have the whole package that they're looking for. Remember that.
True.
We might not have a small waist.
Say that again.
Or we might not have long hair.
Right now. I can't breathe.
I'm currently saying as we speak.
I'm sucking it all in, y'all.
You're doing good though, because you've been wearing that for a while.
Thank you.
All day.
Like, my standards basically is I want someone loyal and stable. That's all I'm looking for.
That's not too much to ask for.
That's not too much to ask for.
It's not.
Maybe 1 or 2 kids. Other than that, more than that, I'm not dealing with it because I know it's going to be a repeat.
Drama, right?
But I just want somebody who wants to build. I want somebody who wants to own something. I want somebody to want to help me and I help them. I want you to always be there. And yes, I want you to be a man. I don't want to always look stupid. I don't want you to
Never
make me
look
look
stupid.
Never looks right.
Never have somebody disrespect me because I won't have anybody disrespecting you.
Right.
I want you to have, like, be family oriented. I want you, even though your everybody's family has an issue or have problems, but I want to know
course.
if you're gonna be there
Right.
for your family.
To change all of that.
You understand? Like, and that's what I'm looking for in a man. And it is really hard to find that. But if someone's looking to change the way they was brought up, I'm all for it.
Right.
When you meet somebody and you're talking to somebody and get to know them, you can tell if they have
Yes.
potential or not.
Yes.
So where does faith in your man or supporting this person that you feel like has potential you could possibly send, that much time? I mean, what is there a line to draw that at? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think there should be a line, yeah. I think faith is one thing, being stupid is something different.
This is
Having faith in a
true.
man who's trying to get himself together is fine. But being blind and dumb to a man who's just laying back, putting his feet up, letting
Because he's laying that pipe.
right, that's something different.
That blinds a lot of women.
Let's talk about the pipe. Okay,
That
but no,
does.
let's not.
So everybody up here on this panel, everybody can say they have confidence?
Yes.
You walk with confidence, you talk with confidence.
No.
Yes.
Not entirely? No,
I do.
not entirely.
Well, I'm so proud of you for being so confident because I don't have that. And that's the craziest thing. Like, I battle with that my whole life is having confidence. Like, it's one thing, like, I know I can do certain things, but, like, having confidence in myself and playing myself up, I always play myself down. Like, and it's not even on a humble tip. It's more like, I'm pretty sure somebody else can do it better. Knowing that, I made some major accomplishments in my life, but I always play myself down, and I'm constantly working on trying to be confident. But I can't say that I am.
But confidence is a lot. Your walk, your talk.
Yeah.
Like, you
I
feel
can
confident.
look good. I can do great makeup. I think I'm really good with having sex. But
Well, my confidence comes into comparing, and comparing is really bad. But if I see some girl out there, I'm like looking at her, and I'm like, okay, I can do that too. So
Yeah, okay,
that's
yeah.
how my confidence
Yeah.
comes. If she can do it, I can do it. I
Yeah.
don't see what the problem is.
That's a good way to be.
I'm still
But that's
working on
how I
that.
look at
That
it.
Rihanna red hair. I'm still working on that.
This-
No, isn't it brighter than that though? Like, it's more light. It's brighter. But I
I
love
want
that
to try
color
something
red.
different.
I don't, but that's
Indifferent is always
gorgeous for
good.
you. Yeah, different is always good.
But my main thing was, can I go to work with this red hair? And then I thought about it. Well, I don't deal with people. I'm on the phone. I'm like behind the scenes. So that was my main thing.
So I would say you're a pretty confident person.
I'm very confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think nobody has nothing up on me. I'm very confident, and I don't care.
It's very good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
I admire that.
I walk with my head high.
Only when I'm bumming, I don't walk on my head.
Even when I'm out with my
Like, I hope
sweatpants and my
nobody
t-shirt
see
with no
me.
bra, I'm still I
Right.
have my confidence.
I could only do that.
I don't
because
think
I'm
nobody
an
looks better than me.
So
Very good. I love that. I love that.
yeah, I do too.
I don't think nobody looks
I
better than
love
me,
that.
for real.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
do too.
Me,
I don't worry about the next when me and my husband is out. I don't worry about that chick that walks by. If she looks good, yeah, she does look good, and we both looking.
Yeah, she's
I
pretty.
don't worry about that
She got nice food.
because I'm confident.
Yeah,
girl,
that's good.
I can't.
That's good.
I walk
That's
on the
good.
line. I walk a fine line.
Yeah,
Never
but
mind. But
confidence takes you a long way.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
really does. It takes
People
you
respect
a long,
you.
It takes
Yeah,
you a long
because
way.
I've noticed that because
And you know my sister, sorry no, but my sister, she's a heavy girl, and she don't care. You can't tell her that she's big. She has confidence, and she walks it. She shows it. She don't dress. When she dress, she wear her nice little clothes. She don't look like she's not a big girl wearing her stuff up to here. She dresses accordingly, but she's confident. And so she's walking in that club like she was 90 pounds. Oh, no. We don't want to do 90 pounds. She walks in that club like she's 140 pounds. And
guys
confident. And guys, exactly. Guys see that. And another reason I can say that if you say you're meeting guys and they just want to come over and just sit and chill, always want to just come and bring a bottle, that got a lot to do with your confidence. They see that.
Because currently I'm talking to somebody and we haven't gone on a date, but I have told this person, listen, you're gonna take me out eventually because this is not who I am, and I'm giving you a chance. I usually have someone
Really nice.
take me out on the first date, always, and it usually sometimes ends up messed up. That's why I'm taking a different turn.
Yeah.
So I told him, when you come back from your trip, you're gonna take me out. That's it. You don't take me out, I'm not worth it. You don't like me.
Men like that taking charge. A lot of men, they don't want women that's helpless. Like, so what are we gonna do?
What do you want to
What
do?
are we
Know
gonna
what you
eat?
want to
No.
do.
I want this.
love when you make up your mind and takes that charge. My husband is my confidence. My husband is mine. Like, when I first had my first kid, my stretch marks was crazy and everything, and I was just like so depressed. And I will never ever forget this. And I remember he came up to me one day and he told me, he like brought me in the room when my little baby was sleeping. He's like, you see that face? That's the reason why you have stretch marks. He's like, he just gave me this whole speech about being like, I know it's gonna be clear.
Wow.
It was so sweet. He was like, you did something that he can never, like a man could never do. He was like bringing a baby into this world. It's just this wonderful speech, and he's like, he's my confidence. I feel
He's a keeper.
I had put myself down for so long, whether it was from bad relationships, whether it was just from I felt like I wasn't good enough for whatever reason. You know, I mean, he would lay out compliments like it was a damn rug. I mean, and I could just, like, on Coming to America with rose petals in front of me. Like, it was like that with him. But at the same time, because I didn't feel that for myself, it went in one end, out the other. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. But in real life, that shit ain't true.
So for the married women on the panel, how do you think your standards have evolved or changed from when you were just dating to now that you're actually married and you're comfortable? Like, do you expect more or less of your husband now that he is your husband? Do you think that, you know, do you expect the same treatment as his wife that you did as his girlfriend? I guess is what I'm asking. And do you get the same treatment?
definitely different from when we were dating. We went on a lot of dates. My husband was like the chivalrous. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh my.
Man, he was like,
Chivalrous.
you know, he was so romantic. You know, like, okay, so I have Facebook, And you know how Facebook gives you like memory things, like
Yeah.
these memories. So I'll like check on the memories, and it'll show up stuff when me and my husband was dating. And I'll see him make comments on my picture. Hey, gorgeous. Hey, baby girl. And I'm like, babe, do you see this? He's
This
like,
is what you were.
he was like, no, we weren't married then. That's why.
Oh my god.
That's what he would say. But you know what it is? It's like we did a lot of things as like a couple did, but now that we're married and we have 2 kids, it's a little different. Like you said, we are comfortable, but it's not that comfortable. Like I learned to mold my ways and my like me wanting to be around him. Like I molded myself to him and he's molded himself to me. Like him, well, we still go on dates. We still do go on dates. But more the fact that we are in love with our kids like crazy. We cannot go anywhere without the baby sometimes.
I'm comfortable. It's
But it's not that comfortable. It's
no.
It's good comfortable. You know?
I'm sitting here trying to think of something that.
Well, because you and your husband always be turning up. Y'all just a different type of couple. Y'all always, that's...
But I love that though.
You can have fun with your
Yeah, that's a good thing.
We can go out together.
They don't get bored, yeah.
Why we always have to go out with somebody? Like, why we can't just go? That's my argument
date,
now.
right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to date with your husband.
Right.
That's a date.
But that's my argument. So it's opposite. Yeah, we turn up a lot together. But yeah, my argument is, okay, now what are we gonna do
As a couple.
Me and you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
He's getting better. I'm working on him. He shocked me today. And I always be on him. Like I do things and you don't never say, oh babe, have a good time or good luck or nothing. Today he texted me and was like, good luck. I hope all goes well. I'm so proud of him. He's making progress. You're making progress.
I just want women to be happy just as men. You know, like women come a long way from feminism, from sexism, from a lot. So, and if you're happy, like I said, people around you will be happy. You walk down the block. I have resting bitch face all the time.
Me too.
Oh, have mercy.
So I'll be coming home on the train like,
when you're a woman and you go down the street from point A to point B, and before you get from your car to the store, like 5 dudes try to holler at you. Yo, shorty. But after you hear that, you have a grill because you tired of the fuckery. It's like, shut the hell up.
Why does it bother? It doesn't bother me.
It's so disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Like
I'm not a dog. No, me number one. Are you so much fun?
Keep it moving.
No, I do.
It shouldn't even bother you. That should not bother you. Not one bit.
I keep it moving, but I'm saying men don't realize.
I actually laugh when they be like, "Fuck you, you're not."
oh my god, I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that. High school.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Like fucking bitch.
You don't respond.
Like, aren't you just trying to talk to me for a second? Like,
Right.
come on, because I don't give you the time of day.
Wait, I'm weak.
yeah,
it's true.
Wait.
It's true. So I think that as men, they don't really understand. As a woman, we deal with so much extra stuff. We deal with the disrespect and just can't like walk to my damn car without a psst.
It's because we had enough.
So after a while, you just
I don't know.
develop that
Whatever.
bitch face look. That just you so kind of zone out. You know what I mean? So I think
Okay, so we did come to the conclusion that chivalry is dead.
dead,
Doesn't exist.
dead.
Zero, nada. All right, well that concludes the show for today, and I thank all of you girls for showing up.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, that was
Guys,
so Indian.
Diary. Got our little turn up queen on the low. On the
Her
low.
little wine. She dabbing on
Dab on it. Hey.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share our videos. Post any comments below, and we'll see you guys next time for a new episode of Kick.